Good afternoon and welcome to our broadcast of today's NCAA Division II women's soccer match between the Seattle Pacific University Falcons and the Cal State San Bernardino Coyotes. I'm Andrew Harvey for you here on GoFalcons.com. As we are just about set to go, really quickly, let's run through the starting 11 for both these teams. For the Coyotes, in goal is Carly Luna. Listed defenders Kyla Wright, Natalie Day. Listed midfielders Haiti Duran, Nora Perez, Nicole Hiragoen, Kelly Kevershan, and Cassandra Bermudez. And the forwards Brielle Jones, Danielle Landrum, and Alyssa Campa. For the Falcons, in goals Abby Smith. Defenders Asia Cayetano, Abby Despain, Julia DeVere, and Megan Nielsen. Midfielders Megan Moore, Michaela Sonsley, Sydney Smith, and McKenna Ritz. And Sophia Chilzik and Casey Reeve up top. Falcons are still unbeaten this season, 3-0-1, going against the 1-2 Coyotes. We're without Casey Reeve last match. She was red carded against Chico State, but it did not matter much for the Falcons. They scored 4 goals on just 7 shots against against San Francisco State to win 4-1. Pretty good rate of return. The Falcons in all black, moving from left to right on your screen here in the first half. The Coyotes in white, headed back the other way. Your referee is So Hui And assistant referees Liam Leonard and Hunter Zakawija. Hiragoen and Danielle Landrum over the ball in center circle as we get things underway. Quickly up at the far side, they're looking for Landrum. Cayetano tried to play it off her. Instead, the ball coming inside toward Hiragoen. And lifted away by Julia DeVere. Ball won away by Alyssa Campa. Campa looking for space for a cross. That one knocked down and dealt with by Abby Despain. Quick ball up to Reeve. Despain, a first year out of Maple Valley, getting the nod to start at center back today. Kayla Sonsley can't connect with Reeve. Well, despite the awkward start time, decent enough turnout from the SPU faithful. I believe the men's soccer team also filing in for attendance. And they will, of course, open their home slate with 2 games this week against Hawaii Pacific and Hawaii Hilo on Thursday and Saturday. And we will have those matches for you as well. This ball comes to Chilzik. Chilzik going wide, chip to the backside for McKenna Ritz, and over the post for a goal kick. Megan Nielsen into Sydney Smith. Smith squares for Megan Moore. Megan Moore likes this distance. Let's fly. And that's stopped with a diving save from Carly Luna with the first shot of the match. The short restarts Natalie Day. Hit across midfield, but straight to Sonsley. Moore. Square for DeVere. DeVere floating that ball in. Gets beyond Casey Reeve. Ritz gives chase, but she fouled Brielle Jones in the process. And on the restart, SPU regains control. Nielsen goes down, draws the free kick. Asia Cayetano can't get it past Jones. To Spain. Pass is jumped from Sydney Smith. Now Moore. The give and go with Casey Reeve. And the ball cut out by Natalie Day. There's a long-range shot. It'll be stopped by Abby Smith. Senior out of Sumner, Washington, getting the start in goal today. 2 matches ago, first-year keeper Riley Travis set an astonishing SPU record with 16 saves to preserve a 0-0 tie against Chico State. Cross coming inside. Hoping to get it to Landrum. SPU now looking to get something going on the break. Sonsley. Squares to DeVere. Ahead for Casey Reeve. And Reeve upended with a stiff challenge down in the corner. She stayed down there. That was Kylie Wright that put the foot in. Reeve back on her feet now. Carly Luna. McKenna Ritz. Moore. Goes back to Nielsen. Haiti Duran toward midfield. And Landrum has it taken off her foot. Smith under pressure here. Puts it out the far touchline. And concedes the throw into the Coyotes. Coyotes scored just one goal over their first two matches of the season. Both losses at home against Dixie State and Concordia Irvine. Then had a 3-1 eruption against Central Washington, get themselves moving here in the early stages of their season. Ball won there by Ritz. Ball comes behind Casey Reeve. Right. Going square to Duran. That's with Jones. And Nielsen makes a move on the far side. Creates a bit of space for herself. Goes ahead to Chilzik. Natalie Day looking downfield. Only gets as far as Asia Cayetano. Ball won by Jones on the far side. She's immediately looking to the middle for Hiragoen. Tracked by Despain. And out for a Coyotes throw-in. Thrown into Landrum. Cross into the middle. Smith off her line. Grabs it on the bounce. Under pressure from Hiragoen. Up to Ritz. Holds it in play on the far sideline. And has it poked away from Jones. Keverson. Alyssa Campa. Perez. And back to Day. Well turned there by Sydney Smith. She goes right up the middle looking for Chilzik. Chilzik has Sonsley making the wide run. Chilzik going to take it herself. Sonsley keeping pace. And now a quick ball in toward Casey Reeve. Reeve nearly gets a foot to that. It's spilled by Carly Luna and eventually knocked away by the defense. Referee Sohui felt it was a 50-50 ball. Sonsley sliding one through, looking for Megan Moore. And wins it back to Sonsley. Laid off now for DeVere. First time cross from her. Toward the back post, headed away from Chilzik by Day. And McKenna Ritz slides in on the far side, wins a throw-in for the Falcons. Now it's Ritz. Cross in from Ritz. Reeve gets a foot to it. It's popped up. Kampa underneath the header. As far as DeVere. DeVere, low ball in toward Moore, who tried to bat it back to Sonsley. And Kevershin loses out to Ritz. '15th minute, now a chance for the Coyotes to clear their lines with a throw-in. SPU going to keep the pressure on here. But a little sequence there that, after kind of a sleepy start over the first quarter hour, has brought the Falcons to life. And San Bernardino as well defensively. Smith collects the second ball. Ritz turns quickly, goes ahead and inside. She wanted Chilzik, ball came behind her. Clearance comes right back to her. She'll switch for DeVere. DeVere going through. Flag stayed down for Moore. Moore fighting for a shot here. Day pokes it away. Chilzik has her back to goal. Shakes off a tackle and pens her shot over the net. Couldn't put that one on frame. Ball back to Duran, who's under some pressure here. That ball's left in space. And Megan Moore gets to it. Moore has Sonsley on the underlap, tries to find her, and settles for SPU's first corner of the match. Sydney Smith will serve this. It's an interesting corner setup for the Falcons, who have everyone wide of the back post right now. You see the Coyotes all packed into the 18. Looks ripe for a short corner. Ball comes in. It's a shallow one. Header for Chilzik. Spins back post. Punched away by Luna. And Landrum will knock it on. DeVere fouled hard by Alyssa Kampa, who's going to get a talking to from the referee, but probably no card, as that's her first offense of the match. Still, just a cynical challenge that she didn't need to make. Knew she was beaten to that ball and put a shoulder in anyway. Restarted by Despain over the head of Chilzik. Crossing from Nielsen, won't find Moore. Ritz floats this ball in. Reeve gives chase, but Luna is there first. Keversham. Landrum picks up the ball here. Tried to go wide. Ritz recovered, and it's cleared away by Despain. Here's Chilzik. She knows how to eat up space in transition. That ball comes through. Sonsley may have been offside, and she was. The flag goes up. '20th minute, no score between Seattle Pacific University and Cal State San Bernardino. Falcons have a 4-1 advantage in shots so far, though. Natalie Day wants a long ball. Cayetano heads it back toward the sideline. Ritz can't hold it in. Thrown into Landrum on the far side. Now it's Jones. Collects her own blocked cross, has a second one blocked. And Cayetano pushes it wide. Chilzik back wide for Ritz, who can't hold it in on the far side, just at midfield. Free kick given to SPU. Smith with some trouble in that pass out from Abby Smith, her goalkeeper. Kayla Sonstele unable to get it past Kylie Wright. Coyotes just playing a little bit too fast when they're trying to move into the final third. Send the ball just a fraction of a second too early before they really have a chance to connect and pick their heads up. Nielsen from the left alley. Played off the defender, wins the second corner.
Corner kick to be taken by Jimmy Smith.
It's a short corner. Ball chipped in a second time over the head of Casey Reeve. And Haiti Duran lets it run out. Ritz goes wide for Nielsen. And the ball out for a goal kick. Substitution now for the Falcons. 4 of them from the looks of things. In comes number 3, Sierra Smith. Kayla Murion as well. Claire Nieder. And Brooke Lancaster, the last of the 4 subs. So plenty of changes for head coach R.B. Busey here in the 25th minute. This is generally when he likes to platoon in that second group of forwards and midfielders, get his starters some rest, and see if his new players can impact maybe some slightly fatigued legs. Here's Kevershin coming the other way on a breakaway. Has Hiragoen make it the advance run, pokes it to ahead to Hiragoen, who is hit and goes down in the box. And a sliding challenge from Nielsen concedes a corner. Danielle Landrum was there in support as well.
And Bernardino corner kick to be taken by
Cassandra Bermudez, the senior out of Pasadena, set to take the kick. Kevershin available as a near side option. Low ball in from Bermudez. Poked away from Hiragoen. Sierra Smith trying to set away Brooke Lancaster as that ball's gone out. Despain. And DeVere can't control it on the near side. Nora Perez back for Landrum. Landrum wanted to go wide with it to Alyssa Campa, who's flipped to the far side of the field. Right. Up to Jones. And DeVere settles for the throw-in on the near side. To Spain with pressure slow coming. Goes up to Murray. Nieder. Murray. Nieder takes over. Sliding challenge there, wins the ball away. Nor Perez went to ground. Despain in the middle for Sidney Smith. Smith fans it all the way to the far side. Megan Nielsen giving chase. Kampa the first one to it. And Kampa sets herself away with her first touch here. Going ahead toward Landrum. Despain closing in. Collision on the 50-50 ball between Landrum and Cayetano. Cayetano wins out. DeVere going over the top. Finds Lancaster. Pardon me, Sierra Smith. Sierra Smith away here. Tried to go near post against Carly Luna. Luna able to get down to that ball in time. Sometimes those near post shots can be really tricky to deal with as a goaltender. Ball stayed in play. Swung across the face of goal to an arriving Kampa. Kampa's cross gets by Abby Smith. Turned and put out of play. Julia DeVere was there. And from the initial deflection, it looked like that one was almost turned into SPU's own net. Vanessa Gonzalez, a first year out of La Mirada, California. Subbing in. She is the first change of the day for head coach LeBaron Holeman in his fourth year at the helm of the program. And Cassandra Bermudez will take the corner as Nicole Hiragoyen steps off the far side. Bermudez, low-driven ball, looking for Landrum. That one turned toward goal, but wide of the right post. 31st minute, no score between these two teams. Falcons have had most of the momentum in the first half hour, but the Coyotes have started to rally things back their way a little. Centering ball to Kevershin. Kevershin lets fly. That one miss wide of the upper left 90, but not by much. Sidney Smith under pressure here. Turns away from one challenge. Gets her way back to the ball. Nora Perez takes it off her. Kevershin leaves for Perez. Wide to Kampa. Ahead to Landrum. And the ball headed into touch by Despain. After the Falcons got themselves into some trouble there. And another half volley attempt from Bermudez that time, I believe. Not on target. One back by Kampa. Kevershan. Kevershan through a couple defenders looking to send a ball in. Cayetano gets to it. Lancaster attempting to run it out. Long through ball. Sierra Smith gives chase. Nielsen working to get that in the middle. Nieder backheels it nicely from Moore. Teed up shot from Murray. Luna, another diving stop. Looked like that one wasn't going to be on frame, but Luna didn't want to leave anything to chance in the 35th minute. Murray gets that ball going wide now for Nieder. Nieder tried to pull it around Jones. Wins the throw-in. More substitutions for the Falcons. Emma Young, Mariah Alexander, Taylor Menkins, and I believe Ava Giovanola all checked in now. Ball winds up in the stands. Coyotes throwing for Perez. Right. Bermudez. Far side to Kampa. Landrum poking it ahead. Looking for Gonzalez, who's come in. Nieder has Jones recovering. Wants the ball over the top. This one falls through for Sierra Smith. Smith still has Day in front of her. Day trying to shield her off the ball, pokes it away from her. And it has gone out for a corner. Natalie Day staying down here. That tackle evidently caused her a bit of pain. A real danger developed on the initial ball over the top. I believe it was Kylie Wright that went for the ball in the air and couldn't get to it. It fell through perfectly for Smith from Claire Nieder. Clock is stopped in the 38th minute. Exactly 7.5 to go until the break. Falcons have formed a huddle at the top of the 18. They're talking this corner kick over, how they want it to work. I have a chance to draw up a set play. Ava Giovanola looks to be the one to take it.
Destiny Aragon. Coming up, a Falcon corner kick to be taken by
And Destiny Aragon, first year out of Garden Grove, California, will sub on for Natalie Day, who's off and moving under her own power. Looks like she'll be fit to continue later in this match. So Hui a referee holding up play till everyone's in position. And we're set to continue. Giovanola plays it short to Emma Young. Giovanola hits a big ball to the back post. It's headed clear. Flipped toward goal, and Carly Luna catches it standing on her line. Kampa wanted to find Gonzalez in transition. Kevershin intercepts. Poked through from Kevershin toward Jones. Abby Smith picks it up. Kevershin just lost her footing there. Kampa wins it for Bermudez toward Jones. Jones dispossessed with a crunching challenge from Julia DeVere. Claire Nieder floated along by Lancaster. Luna turns over to Smith. Smith has Murray at the back post, hits it toward her. Murray trying to turn for a shot, bowls over a defender, but it's cleared away. Ball from Sierra Smith, well-intentioned, but just it was behind the run of Michaela Murray. She didn't have a chance to square up and strike that ball. Jones looking for the through ball from Landrum. Foot race now between she and DeVere. Landrum gets there first. Cross gets as far as Despain. Nieder eating up real estate. She'll go into space for Lancaster. Emma Young laying off for Lancaster. Carly Luna charges out, gets to the ball. Lancaster goes down. Another phenomenal stop from the freshman goalkeeper out of San Pedro, California. Luna's had to come off her line a couple times aggressively today. He's gotten there every time. Under 5 minutes to go here in the first half. We're tied 0-0. Here's the ball for Claire Nieder. Kevershin wanted Gonzalez. Mariah Alexander back toward Nieder. Gets the first touch and is displaced. Kyler Wright not happy with the call, but she came for the ball and didn't get it. Nielsen restarts to DeVere. Ball comes wide for Nieder, who can't control it. Alexander up the line to Nieder. Emma Young hits a through ball there. Luna going to call off her defenders. 43rd minute. Falcons have had the better run of chances. But still, neither side has a goal to show for their effort. Nieder forces the throw-in off right. Kevershen. Taylor Menkins. Nieder. Overhits Young. Jovanola now going to give chase to Kampa. Kampa wants the big ball. Alexander is there. Turn back over to Kampa. 2 minutes left now. Cayetano under pressure. Just has to hit it clear straight to Perez. Ball up toward Gonzalez. Bermudez. Ball back to Smith. .60 seconds to go here in the opening half. Falcons have a throw-in on the near sideline. Ball up to Murray. Leaves it for Lancaster. Big ball into space, and Carly Luna scoops that up with about 15 seconds to play.
10, 9,
Rolls it out, and the countdown is on over the public address speaker.
4, 3, 2, 1.
The horn goes for halftime. We played 45 minutes here at Interbay Soccer Stadium, and we are level 0-0 between the SBU Falcons and the Cal State San Bernardino Coyotes. We'll take a break and return with the second half. We are back at Interbay Soccer Stadium, just about a minute to go until we begin the second half of play. But first, let's take a look at some other SBU sports news. In volleyball, the Falcons won in 4 sets on Saturday at Simon Fraser. The SBU Spikers play their first GNAC home match on Thursday night against Western Oregon. Come to Brome Pavilion on Thursday at 7 to support Falcons volleyball. The SBU men's and women's cross-country teams compete in their first race of the 2018 campaign on Saturday at the Central Washington Invitational. Racing begins at 4:30 at Rotary Park in Ellensburg. The men's soccer team defeated Point Loma 2-1 on Saturday, behind goals from Titus Grant and Travis Swallow to conclude a 4-game road trip. The Falcons play their home opener on Thursday night against Hawaii Pacific. This is your first opportunity to catch the SBU men in Seattle. Don't miss it. Thursday at 7 right here at Interbay Stadium as the men celebrate 50 years of SBU soccer. SBU women will travel to Southern California later this week to conclude the non-conference portion of their schedule at Biola. Kickoff is 7 o'clock on Saturday in La Mirada. The next home game for the Falcons women is September 27th at 5 o'clock versus Simon Fraser. The only story that first half, Carly Luna, 3 saves, and all of them big ones against the 6 shots from SPU. Well, good news for the Coyotes fans out there. Natalie Day, who was subbed off after injuring herself on a slide tackle near the end of the first half, back on the pitch to begin the second 45. Referee Su Hui checks in with his assistant referees, motions to the scorer's table up here in the booth. And we're back underway at Interbay Soccer Stadium. Another 45 minutes of soccer here in the second half. Sophia Chilzik tracking down this ball. Chilzik in the area, goes for goal, tips it over the bar. Luna charged out to force the elevation on the shot. And it's out for a goal kick, as Chilzik can't bury that one in the 46th. Down the stretch in the first half, Coyotes started to use the width on this big pitch here at Interbay Soccer Stadium to their advantage more. Able to stretch out the SPU back line a little bit. We'll see if head coach R.B. Busey makes an adjustment to the Falcons here in the second half. Back in for Duran. One back by Chilzik. Across from Chilzik. Tipped wide by Luna. Sonsley right there. And Luna gets low for a second block. DeVere finds Ritz. Ball through for Moore, who's offside. Sidney Smith wins the ball. Finds Moore. Difficulty turning under pressure from Perez. Now Sonsley. Smith. Over the top toward Reeve. Chilzik. Nielsen. And Nielsen's cross. Out for a corner. Smith will send in from the near side. High ball over the head of Ritz. Chilzik back for DeVere, who immediately sends in a second ball. Ritz making a run, and Luna grabs it off the bounce. Bermudez, Perez, and Duran. Keverson. Can't quite link up with Jones. Ball got away from her. Ritz wins it. Destiny Aragon back on for the Coyotes. Cayetano, near side, Nielsen, poked away by Campa. Bermudez tried to go inside immediately. Now it's poked wide toward Landrum, who slides to ground. Cayetano keeps her composure and holds the ball in. Kampa throwing it over the top. Landrum blocks the attempted clearance. Goes square to Kevershin. Further for Bermudez. And all the way to Jones. Jones plays that one in. Just not on the same page with Nicole Hiragoyen. Bermudez wanted Landrum. .55th minute. No score here at Interbay Soccer Stadium. Coyotes been on the front foot for the last several minutes. Chilzik heads the ball toward the byline. Sonsley gives chase. It'll roll out. Goal kick for San Bernardino. Kampa tied up by Ritz, and Ritz committed a foul. Kampa's throw into Kevershin leads to another throw in along the near side. Back for Duran. Kevershin. Kampa. Searching ball in from Kampa. Grabbed by Smith. Ritz. Ball over the top, Cayetano on the first touch. Landrum wanted to go ahead to Hiragoyen. Instead, he comes back to Ritz. Makes a move inside against Kevershin. Reeve, Smith, wide for DeVere. Sonstely. Here's Keverson. Moving forward. Could have gone square to Landrum, but still falls for Bermudez. Bermudez works one through to Campa. Campa going for goal. Got the ball up, looked as it was approaching its peak. Like that might wind up being a dangerous shot if it dropped down to the far post. But it just kept rising. Nielsen ties up with Campa, flips it away from her, still reaches Perez. Keverson, ball over the top. It fell through for Hirigoyen. Didn't have a chance to connect squarely, but that does get recorded as a shot. 7th of the match for the visitors. Sydney Smith going ahead to Reeve. Square for Chilzik. Reeve making a run of her own. Ritz up the left side. She's going back to Reeve. Sonstely arriving on the overlap. Gets there for the cross. Comes back inside for Reeve, who now will look to turn. Sonstely pushes to the far post. Over the head to Chilzik. Ritz is there and can't put it on frame. Now, quick action on the counter here in the 60th minute. McKenna Ritz just doesn't have a chance to put that ball across the face of goal. Didn't really have time to take a touch either to the first-year player. Carly Luna has been quick to react in goal all game long. $60 minutes gone, 30 left to play here at Interbay Soccer Stadium. If we're level at that, we'll play overtime. But first, a ball over from Sonsley. Inside for Chilzik, toward goal and scored into the far side of the net in the 61st. Sophia Chilzik with her 4th goal of the year, and she's ice cold on the service from Michaela Sonsley. The Falcons lead 1-0. Well, you just got the sense that goal was going to be coming sooner or later for Sophia Chilzik and Casey Reeve. Partnership up front has been so dangerous looking, just slicing into this Cal State San Bernardino back line. And she did not disappoint with what is a fantastic finish to the far side. Coyotes will take a moment to collect themselves.
For Sophia Chilzik. Her 4th goal of the year. Assisted on the goal for Megan Moore and Michaela Sonsley. SBU 1, Cal State San Bernardino, nothing.
Assist also given to Megan Moore, as well as Sonsley. That is Moore's 3rd assist, Sonsley's 1st in 2018. Ritz spins out of a challenge from Perez. Goes ahead to Chilzik. Chilzik now has drawn Duran. Duran with a well-timed challenge. Chilzik still on the ball in the alley. Nielsen available as the drop option. Receives it. Immediately going to the far post. Moore tried to get a header to that. Went right over her. Brielle Jones gets inside to right. Vanessa Gonzalez, who came in at striker in the first half, now waiting to check in on the far side. Attempted switch back to Ritz is intercepted by Kampa. She'll get it as far as Nielsen. Nielsen cuts inside, on the ground up to Moore. Laid back off for Sonsteli, and that one in the air. Knocked down by Luna. Well, Nora Perez going down on light contact from the back from Megan Moore. Draws the free kick. As Gonzalez comes in for Hirigoyen. Campa immediately goes for Gonzalez. Campa pushing far post. Jones giving chase. Holds it in. And one away by DeVere. Julia DeVere into open space now. Controlled by Perez. Casey Reeve ahead toward Chilzik. Poked into touch. Three subs for the Falcons. Sierra Smith back on, as is Brooke Lancaster. Michaela Muri and Claire Nieder on as well. So 4 subs in total. Same 4 we saw in that first batch back in the first 45. Smith dispossessed there. Falls for Landrum. Ball comes behind Kevershin. Ahead toward Gonzalez. Cayetano cuts it out. Nielsen. Pass is blocked. Nieder spins out of pressure. Campa reaching in. Throwing for the Falcons. Now it's Smith. DeVere wants the ball. She arrives to it. DeVere into the middle here. Broken up by Perez. Landrum. And DeVere recovering, hits that ball over the far side fence. 67th minute. Falcons lead 1-0 on a goal scored 6 minutes ago by Sophia Chilzik. Sarah Smith was hoping she'd have a chance to play that ball. Instead, free kick given on the far side, and Brooke Lancaster will be booked for her foul on Kylie Wright here in the 68th. First caution of the match.
At 67-26, the yellow card has been issued to the Falcons, Brooke Lancaster.
Sydney Smith. Nieder wants the ball in space. Smith didn't see it in time.
Coming in for the Coyotes, number 18, Lindsay Lyons.
Lindsay Lyons coming on for Kylie Wright. Might still be feeling the effects of that challenge from Brooke Lancaster a bit. Ball hit near side to Kampa. Kampa moving into the middle. Left-footed shot from her. Smith dives to ground and collects the bouncing shot. Gonzalez commits the foul on Abby Despain, who is clearing that ball away. Turn by Nieder. That's her third of the match that she's had getting by a defender. This time it's Kampa. Sierra Smith. Ball cut away from her. And out for a corner.
Falcon corner kick to be taken by Sydney Smith.
We hit the 70-minute mark. Sydney Smith goes short to Nieder. She leaves it from Moore. That's a lovely leave. Moore pushing to the back post. Just over hits it. Clever design play. All right, the Falcons can't make anything of the service. Free kick given just past midfield. Julia DeVere pretty much tackled by Brielle Jones. Despain serving that ball in. Duran underneath it. So is Bermudez. Sydney Smith lifting over the top. Again, Moore gives chase against Lyons. Ball comes in square to Smith. And the referee had played advantage on the far sideline for a free kick. Quickly restarted. Here's DeVere. She's serving the ball. It's passed and tipped into the net. And it's McKenna Ritz who makes it 2-0. Strong service in on the quick restart. And pardon me, it's Michaela Murray who scored it. Ball came in so fast, the back post didn't have time to even see who was there. Carly Luna really makes her first error of the match coming for that ball. And doesn't get there. '72nd minute. SPU makes it 2-0. Nieder going over the top. Lancaster will give chase. There won't be much in that for her. Murray scores her first goal of the season in 4 appearances. Ava Giovanola back on. No ball in from Despain. And Cayetano. I have plenty of time and space to track that down. 17:15 left to play. Falcons got to be liking this scoreline. RB Busey might push for one more goal. Soccer so often described as a race to 3. Cal State San Bernardino, however, not out of this match by a long shot. Just one goal away from making things interesting. Duran cuts it back to Luna. Luna forced to just ditch that ball against Murray. Throw in for the Falcons. Giovanola. Cross comes straight to Luna. Clearance by fall toward Murray. Perez taps it around her. Caversham. Landrum. Step for step with her is Giovanola. Landrum now creates some space. Smith calls everyone off and grabs it out of the air. '76 minute now. Time beginning to dwindle for the Coyotes. Thrown in for Bermudez. Smith tucks it out of play. Thrown into Aragon. Perez can't get to it with Nieder in the way. Duran at midfield. Under pressure, she'll go square to Kampa. Taylor Menken's on now for SPU. Leilani Ramirez and Jessica Martinez coming on for the Coyotes. This is Menkins. Despain. DeVere. Pardon me, Megan Nielsen, who switched to the far side. And Aragon quickly taking the throw. Mankins near side to Giovanola. Looking for Smith with a floated effort. Going through for more. Luna off her line once more and collects it. Sarah Smith into space for Murray. Can Murray break away here? She has Lions on her back. Murray drifting out wide, still on the ball. Runs through a challenge, shoots to the far post and misses wide. Mariah Alexander and Emma Young back on for SPU after Michaela Murray wasn't quite able to put what would have surely been a goal that sealed this match on frame in the 80th minute. Nieder. Giovanola. Nieder with some more moves at the back post. Headed toward goal. Luna, another diving stop. Amazing save from Carly Luna, as that one was hit at point blank range by Brooke Lancaster. Aragon up the far side toward Bermudez. And Nielsen back to Despain. Turned over here. Bermudez lets one go, and a diving stop from Abby Smith. Hands like Velcro in the 82nd. One away by Giovanola. Smith, Emma Young, Murray squares it, cleared away by Aragon. Nieder, another ball over the top. That one goes toward goal. Luna tips it wide. Claire Nieder nearly scored what would have been the goal of the week for sure. Well, 35 yards out. That one almost curled to the back net. SPU will take its time getting this corner kick set up. Restarted short to Young. Giovanola. Second ball is across the face of goal and headed out off of Murray. Gone for a goal kick. Subs for both teams now. Abby Anderson coming on for SPU. And Brielle Jones returning for the Coyotes. Long ball over the top. Tip back to Smith. Alexander, Nieder, wanting to turn there. She draws the free kick. And a caution issued to Leilani Ramirez. I don't believe Ramirez was the player involved in that tackle. So that card might have been given for dissent. Stops the clock with 6:02 to play. Landrum back for Campa. Campa gets by Nieder. Ahead for Landrum. Big touch from Landrum to the byline. Cross in. And headed away by Despain. Cassandra Bermudez set to take the kick from the near side. Looks like it'll be an outswinger. Calling Ramirez over for a near side option. Bermudez hits it in toward Nieder. Back out toward Ramirez, who lets it run. Landrum. She's down here. Free kick has been given. They're going to keep the trainers off the field. She's okay to continue. Ball in from Duran. She's gone for goal. Smith comes for it. Doesn't get there. It's headed away by Despain before she has an opportunity. Second ball in. A lot of bodies around this one. Some of them are on the ground. But it's eventually cleared away by the Falcons. Kampa trying to keep the attack alive. Lyons comes off of Kampa. They're forced back to Luna. Bermudez. One away by Giovanola. Up to Smith. Luna forced out of her area to try to clear that ball away. Brought down by Emma Young in the process. And Young will be cautioned for her trouble. In the 87th minute, Young goes into the book. Clock reset back to 3:13. And we're back underway. Free kick given. Just past midfield. Bermudez restarts it quickly to Aragon. Up for Jones. Jones coming inside here. Sliding challenge from Nielsen gets it away from her. And Young goes wide to Murray. Lyons try to pop that one over. Flag up for offside against Martinez. Ahead for Murray. Work to the near side toward Giovanola. She won't get there. Luna under pressure. Clearance into the middle. Nieder gives chase. Duran gets there first. Loses out to Menkins. 90 seconds left. Ramirez. Abby Smith comes near side to Alexander. Foul committed by Murray. '90th minute. Falcons enjoying a 2-0 lead right now. Duran has the restart. Ahead for Campa. San Bernardino looking for a consolation goal. Up toward Landrum. Nieder steps in front of her. Landrum commits a foul. And that'll do most of the work of eating up the remaining 30 seconds of the match. Ten seconds left now. Ball restarted short. Alexander sitting on it and just lofts it toward midfield. Smith, the final touch of the match, as this one finishes a 2-0 win for the SPU Falcons, who improved to 4-0-1 on the year. Cal State San Bernardino falling to 1-3. For San Bernardino, they'll now return home for a 4-game homestand, starting with Notre Dame de Namur on the 13th of September at 3 p.m. So a quick turnaround for them to get on home. And the Falcons now start a 3-game road stand. They'll play at Biola on Saturday the 15th at 7 p.m. and will return for their home opener in conference play on the 27th of September against Simon Fraser at 5 p.m. We will have that match for you here. But until then, again, your final score, Falcons 2, Coyotes 0. So long, thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you next time.